Now then, what's going on? Well, the saga continues with Farm Simulator. That caused a bit of a stir. I must say, I was actually pleasantly surprised. I actually got a lot of messages and comments from Farm Sim users that were saying that, I should give it a go and, give a report on what I thought of it. A bit more in depth, because as I said, I have had a look at it and briefly had a go, and there were some other comments saying that I could maybe do a comparison of the actual everyday stuff and what the sim represents. So that's really good. Thank you all for taking the time to get in touch. But as ever, there's always a handful of types. One such person that got in touch was a guy who goes by the name of, just have a look here, where is it, find on here, let's just call him Chris G. I'm not going to give him the benefit of any more acknowledgement than that, but Chris G, he'll know who he is. And Chris writes, at least if you farmers were on Farm Simulator, you wouldn't be blocking up the roads with your tractors and trailers. Interesting, Chris G. Interesting. See, the thing is, Chris G, you seem to think that farmers stand there in the morning and go, I tell you what, let's go and hook on a trailer and have a ride about. Because they've got nothing better to do, have they? No. But here's something for you to have a little think about, Chris G. The next time you're sat there eating your shredded wheat, Weetabix, cornflakes, and you put the milk and sugar on them. Oh, you don't? Sorry. When you're having your toast, that'll be whole grain. And then you pour yourself a cup of tea or coffee and add your milk and your sugar. But I bet you don't, do you? Have a think where some, if not all of it, comes from. You see, those tractors and trailers are being driven by people that need to get from the field to their yard, or vice versa. And I know you're sitting there in the morning at 8:30 thinking, why now? Why are they holding me up here? I've got to get to work in 10 minutes. The thing is, that lad's probably been at work since 7 in the morning. Probably been up since 5:30, getting ready, drive to the yard, get started, get on the road, to be in the field at 7. Ready to start lifting potatoes or beet or whatever. Or maybe it's 5:30 and you're wanting to get home. You had a long day. And there they are again, tractors and trailers, holding you up. Why do they have to do it at this time of day? Well, he's probably thinking exactly the same, apart from he's thinking, I've been on the go since 5:30 this morning. I've got another 2 hours probably before I finish. Then an hour before I get home. I wonder if I'll be able to see my kids tonight. Put them to bed. But you don't see that, do you, Chris? Of course you don't. You only see what you want to see. What inconveniences you. So next time, Chris, that you're sat behind a tractor and trailer, just have a bit of time to think. Just pull back from him. Don't sit up his chuff. Doesn't help anything. Give yourself time. Have a think. He's not going just for a ride, is he? He's obviously carrying something or going to fetch something from a field. What do you think he's carrying, Chris? Balloons? Custard tarts? Rubber dog shit? It's likely to be wheat, barley, potatoes, sugar beet, carrots, parsnips. In fact, all the stuff that you probably eat. And that's without thinking about the livestock farmers with cattle, sheep, pigs, the feed that they need, the muck and straw they need to cart about. So next time, Chris, just give them a bit of thought, give them a bit of space, and give them a bit of respect. But you won't know, will you, Chris? Because you're a cock. But as for the majority of you out there, a bit of consideration from everybody, and the day doesn't have to be so stressful. They've got a job to do, so have you. Just bear that in mind. So there we are. Okay, so we have got coming up in maybe the next few days. Actually, I've got some really nice footage of some New Hollands, 2 New Hollands with different types of drill. One on barley, one on wheat, and yeah, also the giveaway, how you can enter that. So there we go, lots coming up. I hope you enjoy it. As I said, thank you to all those that have been commenting and, you know, getting in touch. Big hello to Donald Cisney. Donald, you're a great guy, big supporter, has been from the start of the channel, to be fair. And it's people like Donald that, well, make it all worth it. So there we go. Anyway, enough from me. Look after yourselves and mind how you